Hey guys, sorry I'm out again. I have a sick child. So for today, you're gonna find a picture of a Thanksgiving Day turkey, and then I'm gonna show you how to trace it and then make a 3D object out of it. So we're gonna open a new part file, and while it's loading. Okay, so we're going to start a new sketch. Doesn't matter what plane. And when we're in a sketch, there's a button that says image. It says insert image. So you could hit that button, and then we're going to find the picture that you saved either from Google Classroom or just one that you picked on your own. So here's my picture. And that looks good. This is kind of a funky orientation, so if you go up to the viewer here, you can change direction, and now we're gonna trace our turkey. So we're gonna use a combination of lines and arcs, so I'm gonna connect these as best I can. If you're having trouble, like if the arcs are going to weird funky spots that you don't really like, when you right click, there's a feature called snapped grid. You can either check that or uncheck it, and that will give you a little bit more freedom. So to make this easier on yourself, try to always start where you left off. So instead of starting like over here, try to start here. But I'm going to show you what happens when you don't. So I'm going to do a couple of these. And then I'm going to come back and do a line from here to here. A line from here to here. And so on. And then let's do an arc for here to here, an arc from here to here. Ooh, this one looks a little rough. Let's try that one again. Okay, so I'm starting to lose track of like where I was and where I wasn't. So one thing that we're going to do, if you go in the your viewer on the left, we're going to expand sketch 1, and here's our image. I'm going to right click on the image, and I'm going to unclick visibility so I can see where what I've done and what I haven't. So if I want to extrude this, if I want to make a three-dimensional object out of this, these gaps aren't going to work. It's not going to let us extrude something when there's big gaps. So we're going to find, there's a button called extend. You're going to click on extend, and then it'll show you what it'll do, and then you'll hit click, and it'll fix it for you. So we'll go here, click extend. Nice. And these look pretty good. So even though my turkey's not quite done, let's see, I'm just going to finish this one off from here to here. Call it good. So to try to extrude, you'll notice some of these it will let me. But I don't want that one. Oops, definitely don't want. And it wouldn't let me for others. So let's go back. Let's share the sketch. And so you may have this problem where I want to extrude this one right here, but it's not letting me. So why is it not letting me? So somewhere there's a gap, somewhere we can't see. Actually, I can see it. It's right there. But let's say that I've looked and I just can't find it. So we're going to go back to Sketch 1. We're going to edit Sketch 1. And this is the part that was giving us a problem. So I'm going to right click on any part of it, doesn't matter where. And then I want to close loop. And then we're going to hit OK. And then you're going to click on all of the parts that would close the loop. And then it's going to say, hey, we found a gap. Would you like to close the gap? And you're going to say, yeah. And then should close the gap for you. And then we finish the sketch. And then it didn't work. So let's try it one more time. Alright, so we're going to close loop. Well, sometimes it's finicky, like most things in Inventor, so let's just go to the extend button and extend this out, and let's try that. There we go. Now it'll let us. So the close loop button usually works, and of course this one particular case didn't, but in either case, if you just zoom in close enough, you should be able to find your gap. So that's your task, is to make a three-dimensional turkey. And then if we look at the other half of the Google Classroom assignment, you're going to brainstorm, sketch, and then come up with something in CAD that can be 3D printed to enhance your Thanksgiving Day experience. So the goal is that you will be able to 3D print these. So come up with something that you think you could actually 3D print, and then we can print them hopefully on Tuesday. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye.